Hello and welcome to another video in the Prancer YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over an example workflow of performing a Log4j scan and seeing its results show up in Sentinel. To start this process, we need to first go to the Prancer portal and go to Pack Wizard in order to configure our scanner. First, we select where we'd like to host the scanner. I'm selecting Azure. Next, we select the configurations such as the name for the scanner, the type of scan, whether the scan can be intrusive or not, and the compliance needs for the scan. We can also set whether we want the scan to repeat itself or delete itself after scanning once. And then we can select where we'd like to place our scanner. This feature is helpful to scan local items behind firewalls. Now that we have that set up, we can move on to setting the target for where we're scanning. And then finally, we can select any authentication required. For this instance, we'll say no. This creates what we call a pack file, which is a pentest as code file, which tells our scanner the who, what, and where for how to scan. Once the scan has started, go back to the inventory management page and select the hamburger menu for the scan that was just created. Go to the third-party integration and select Sentinel. The next prompts ask for which connector file from that scan to use and what workspace to connect to. Once that is set up, it's time to simply wait for the scan to complete. Once the scan is done, we can go in and see the latest findings, and in this case, we see that there's a Log4j finding available there. We can go into it and see what the findings are for said vulnerability. Now that we've seen the findings in the Prancer portal, let's go over to Sentinel and see what it looks like there. First of all, we can see that the scan created alerts, which created multiple events. Now, if we go to the Sentinel workbook for these alerts, we can see that there are some pack scan results here. I can start to drill down by selecting the severity of the result I'm looking for, and then the vulnerability that I want, which in this case is Log4j. Then I can select the endpoint I want, and finally see the same information that was listed on the Prancer portal in this view. This would be the same flow for any scan, and all the other features relating to this process are documented in the other videos in this series. So now this was a quick introduction to a Log4j scan workflow using this Prancer platform, and we hope you stay tuned for more Prancer content in the future.